Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Twilight Princess. I am Shadow Productions. In the last episode, we delivered that Zora child to this village, and as we were walking out, we saw this the spirit of his dead mother. So yeah, plot twist. So basically, oh yeah, and that boob lady was flirting with that Ronaldo dude, which is fucking gross. Images. Oh my god. But anywho, after that, the spirit of that kid. I want to remember that kid's name, but I already forgot it. I'm sure she'll mention it. But anyway, she comes out after you fulfill your promise to her to rescue her kid or deliver him to safety or whatever. And so now she's hopefully going to fulfill her promise and give us what we wanted, which was the ability to swim underwater, aka the Zora tunic or Zora armor or whatever it's called in this game. So that gravestone just kind of disappeared. It's not even a gravestone, it's just a stone with that symbol on it. And then we can crawl through this hole, and then we get to the grave. And I'm guessing this is going to be her grave? I don't know why she'd be buried here. No, she's probably going to explain whose grave it is exactly. Or not, I have to swim over there, and then she'll tell me. That's okay, that's cool too. I am deeply grateful to you for aiding my son in his time of need. You were right to bring him here. Kakariko Village is a sacred place for the Zora people. It is where we take our eternal rest. My husband in life, King Zora, also rests his spirit here. Oh, so he is buried here, I guess. It is no coincidence my son found his salvation in this place. That which I have promised you is within this grave. During his lifetime, my husband created garments specifically for the chosen hero, garments that house the abilities of the Zora. You got the Zora armor. Yeah, it's Zora armor in this game. If you have it equipped, you can move freely through the water, but you will be more vulnerable to fire and ice attacks. Now at last, I can join the king in slumber. And yet, my son, he still knows nothing of my death. If you see him again, please pass on this message. Tell him he must not grieve his mother's passing. Tell him she wanted him to be brave and live on as the king of our people. And tell him his mother loves him without end. Tell him. I'll be sure to mention it. Well, it's a good thing you found all your friends and picked up that nifty Zora armor. But aren't you forgetting something kind of important? That last fused shadow. Yeah, I was getting to it. Okay? Yeah, we need to get back to Lake Hylia. And actually, there's a very nifty shortcut. No, it's on that side in this version. Not the Wii version. Yes. But we cannot use bombs underwater, but we're going to need to be able to use bombs underwater. Not only to use that shortcut, but also, if we want to even get to Lakebed Temple. Yeah, you really don't want to walk all the way there, only to find that, you have to come back here to get a new type of bombs. Luckily, you did get a letter telling you about new, like, I think Barnes sent us a letter saying that we have new bombs, or that he has new bombs for sale. So, hopefully you can, make the connection that you need to buy bombs at this point in the game, water bombs. So that's what we're gonna do right now, actually. The bomb shop. The bomb shop's over there. Actually, before we do that, wait, no. Oh, well, how much does the Hawkeye cost? Because if it's, I hope it's not 200 rupees like the Hylian shield was. Because if it is, I'm pretty much fucked. But then again, you can sell your bombs, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Because I don't want to not, yeah, only 100. I should have plenty of money left over. But the Hawkeye, basically, you equip it to your arrows in the same way that you would equip bombs. And what it does is it lets you, it's kind of like a sniper type thing. It lets you see much farther. You could like zoom in and get better accuracy with your hits. I'll show you. It's probably easier to just show you. So go over to the Hawkeye and press R and then go to shoot and you'll come to this screen, and with the C button you can zoom in and snipe shit. Like that Goron. But his skin is made of solid stone, so can't really do shit about that. So that's a Hawkeye. I really don't use it that much at all. But for completion's sake, I'm getting it. Plus, it does come in handy at one point later on in the game. At least one point. I have one good point in mind where it will be especially useful. So the crappy thing about bombs at this point in the game, since I don't have any other bomb bags, is that you need to get rid of if you have like a certain kind of bombs, if you want to, no, I think I have to go to this other station actually. Yeah, this one first, if you want to trade in bombs, and he even undergoes a costume change. He puts that mask thing on. And basically you can sell, if you want to buy like a different type of bomb, you have to sell the current ones that you have, or get rid of them in some way, shape, or form. But I wouldn't recommend just like throwing them away, because you know, you could get some money for them if you sell them here. And there's still one more type of bomb, but as the bomb, like the type of with different types of bombs, you can hold different amounts in your bomb bags. And water bombs are probably the most useful of the three, because they can do anything that a regular bomb can do, but they can also work underwater. But the downside to them is that you can only hold 15, so kind of a pain. So what I like to do is keep 15 water bombs. Well, first, well, you can get like these extra bomb bags that I'm gonna get as soon as I beat the next temple and gain the ability to pretty much warp wherever I want to. It'll make everything so much easier. But once you can get the new bomb bags, basically you could hold, like each bag, you could hold a different type of bomb. So what I do is I get water bombs in one of the bags, and the two other bags I just get regular bombs. And that usually works out nicely. Because water bombs you do use quite a bit, enough that you'd want to have them with you relatively often. But you don't use them that much that you want them to be the only kind of bombs you have, because you'll run out quickly. And as you can see, Link's water meter thing, or his air I should say, goes down, but with the Zora armor it will not go down. He can breathe underwater as long as he wants, just like an Ocarina of Time. So let's take out our water bombs, and let's see what's under here. I know this isn't the shortcut, but I figure there might be a rupee or something under here, and if not, oh yep, red rupee right here. Thought so. And I mean, there are gonna be some treasure chests with water bombs. Usually the game's pretty merciful when it comes to water bombs. Like if you don't have any, they'll usually be like a treasure chest relatively nearby that'll have some bomb refills. I think there's one relatively early on in the Lakebed Temple, so we can afford to use a few here. And as you can see, we're now already in Lake Hylia, so that is it's a very quick shortcut, much better than riding all the way here with Epona. Alright, well at this point we're pretty much fully equipped to go to Lakebed Temple, but before we do that, I thought I'd just point this very nice treasure chest out right over here. Contains an orange rupee. I always like to pick that up. And that brings us up to 204 rupees. Hopefully, let's see, I think we have a 600 capacity wallet, so I don't think we'll fill that all the way up while we're in the Lakebed Temple. So hopefully we won't waste too many rupees. But anyway, now that's all done, I think we're just gonna go to Lakebed Temple. There is a heart piece or two that we can go get, but I think I'm just gonna wait till we can warp. Just makes things so much easier and quicker. And I'm not a big fan of walking in video games, so yeah. Anyway, you cannot get down here without the Zora armor, because you will not make your air bar meter, whatever. Link will run out of breath. You can't do it. So first take a water bomb and drop it here, and it will blow that rock up or whatever, or it'll unclog the air current. And then drop another one over here, and it will be pushed up by the air current, and it will hopefully blow that rock up. That boulder. And that's where Lakebed Temple is. Oh, no, I did not mean to do that. I just wasted a water bomb. Good job. I meant to use the iron boots, but no big deal. We'll find plenty more. Alright, so here we are in Lakebed Temple, and pretty much starts off with you just swimming around in this this tunnel here. Nothing really too puzzling, just avoid the clams and the jellyfish. These are gonna be your main enemies for the, at least for the underwater parts. Just jellyfish and clams. So, and I'm sure that's not like their real name, but that's what I'm gonna call them. And so we're now officially introduced to the Lakebed Temple. That is a switch and that is a gate, so I'm sure you could figure out what you're supposed to do. You're obviously supposed to run around and smash all these pots. Good thing that cutscene pops up every time you get a rupee. I just love that. And is this one of those treasure chests I was talking about? That has bomb? No, that has arrows in it. Nope, it's probably the one on the opposite side. Because I'm almost positive you get bomb arrows in this. Or not bomb arrows, just water bombs in this room. Also, these things are those, the equivalent of like the chew things in or chews, or I don't even remember what they're called, chews or something like that. In Wind Waker, only you don't need to like get like a bunch of them and bring them to this shop or whatever to get some sort of potion from them. You could just scoop up their dead corpse in your bottle and drink it, and it will restore your health. And this contains 10 water bombs, but we don't have to put it back, like the thing with the rupees. If you have like 1 rupee over your limit, you have to put the thing back in the treasure chest. But I guess that doesn't apply for bombs. Okay, that was great. Attacking me while I was weighing down that switch. That's nice. And yeah, I'm gonna take off the Zora armor for now because I don't quite like how it looks in this game. Granted, in this game, it actually looks like it does what it's supposed to do. Like, it actually makes sense, because in Ocarina of Time, it's just, yeah, you're just gonna tell me to shoot that shit down. I know. But, anyway, in, fuck. Here. In, Ocarina of Time, the Zora tunic really is just a, blue recolor of the tunic you're wearing, and it looks nice and all. It looks pretty awesome, but it doesn't really make much sense because no part of Link's mouth is covered, and I don't know, it just doesn't really make sense how a recoloring of your tunic would help you breathe underwater, besides the fact that it looks badass. But that's just me. Whereas the tunic in this game actually, I think, covers his mouth. Well, you get the idea. It's okay, so maybe it doesn't, but at least it's hydrodynamically designed. And I was thinking of SpongeBob when I said that. I was thinking of that one episode where, what was it? Oh yeah, Sandy was like arguing with SpongeBob, Mr. Krabs, and Patrick and Squidward about how land critters were better than sea critters, and they were having like this race thing, and SpongeBob was just like, yeah, I'm hydrodynamically designed, or something like that, in this epic voice. So that's what I was thinking of when I said that. But anywho, the Zora armor in this game looks like it's, you know, does what it's supposed to do. Okay, we don't need to see this. But on the downside, it doesn't look as badass as it does in Ocarina of Time. So that's why I will not be wearing it, unless I absolutely have to. Plus, there's the whole, more vulnerable to fire and ice thing, which I haven't really tested out, so I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I'd guess that if you get hit with a fire or ice attack, you'll take more damage. That's what I'm assuming, anyway. And if you saw that treasure chest on top on that chandelier, that's a heart piece, which we're gonna need to get as soon as we get the dungeon item. But yeah, this is the, it's gonna be like the main room of the temple, or at least one that we're gonna be coming back to a lot. It's probably, yeah, this is definitely the main gimmick of the dungeon. You really have to, like, if you jump and, you know, pull on those switches like you would with the one in the first room of the dungeon, it'll spin the staircase and let you get to new rooms, and eventually it'll do something else too. But I won't say what that is yet, and I don't really know why I'm not gonna say it, but I don't feel like explaining it right now, so I won't. I will stab this tech tank. Fucking tech tags, I hate them. What's in here? Probably more water bombs or arrows, one or the other. Okay, and I'm sure we have to jump on that. That is where the boss is. And there was a door we could get into, but I don't think we could do anything in there yet. I'm pretty sure Miyamoto makes us just right off the get-go jump on that switch. Hopefully. So now we have to walk back up the stairs. This dungeon really sucks if you hate stairs. Well, must suck for Link if he hates stairs, because you're not really walking upstairs. Obviously! Ugh. Fucking dumbass. Alright, well anyway. I'm just kind of running around at this point. No, we cannot get in here either. There are like 2 rooms that you can't get into yet, and that was one of them. And the other one was the one that I think we passed by before. I swear, if I have to do this again, I probably do. I'm pretty sure that I do need to do this. Yeah, makes sense. Alright, so, again, spin the staircase, and I'm pretty sure this door right here is the one we need to go into. It can be a little confusing at first with all the stair spinning and whatnot, but you do, in fact, get used to it, hopefully. So, we already got the dungeon map, and what time are we up to? We're up to 25 minutes, but I did take like a 10-minute pause or so, and it took me a while to find that fucking treasure chest, so I think I could stall for a few more minutes. Anyway, I believe we got a new skill where we could just like spin around these guys and do that. Yeah, we could do that. It's somewhat effective against them, but the dungeon item is even more effective, so shouldn't even really bother at this point. Unless you have to kill them, of course. But, anyway, we're actually... Are we close to the dungeon item? I feel like we kind of almost are. I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but to shoot down that rock, and I cannot make that jump. Of course. Why would I be able to make that jump? Why would Miyamoto want to make things easy for me? Miyamoto never likes to make things easy for you. I guess that's just not coming down. Like, I thought this water current might want to fall down so I could climb over and not have to walk all the way over here. But that works too. In fact, I prefer that. Thank you, Miyamoto. Well, in that case, we're going to climb all the way back up here. And I guess go around because I think there might be a tunnel or something. I remember there being a tunnel. It looks like there's a tunnel on the map. But do we need the dungeon item to reach it? Is that a yes? Nope, it's on this side. Because it's mirrored, and I'm more used to the Wii version. Even though this version's so much better. Controls so much better. Yeah, that's how you do it. And, I'm guessing we have to shoot that. Yeah, we have to shoot that one down, too. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about, well, I don't even know what it is that I don't like. But I don't like the fact that you need to use bomb arrows so much, because you really have a limited supply of water bombs at this point, and you're gonna have water bombs at this point almost inevitably, unless of course you want to walk all the way back to Kakariko-ville. That is great. That's wonderful. Okay, never mind. That is great. I wasn't even being sarcastic. Why even bother jumping when you can just do that? And you got a small key, our first small key in the dungeon. But anyway, you're gonna have bomb arrows at this point, or not. Saying that, water bombs at this point, which really makes it inconvenient when you have to shoot down all those stalagmites, or whatever they are, trying to sound sophisticated and whatnot. Actually, I lied, we're not very close to the dungeon item, because we have to go all the way back, because we cannot really do anything until we get this room spinning. Yes, spinning. There's lots of spinning to be done in this dungeon, with staircases and platforms and all that wonderful stuff. It's actually rather fun. But, many people do not like water temples, and I can understand why. But thankfully, this one isn't too bad, or hopefully it shouldn't. Hopefully I'll be able to help you get through it. Because I usually don't get lost here. Usually. I don't know, I hope not. But anyway, I'm not going to jinx myself, so I think this would be a great time to end the episode. I am Shadow Productions, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.